Hello, this is. No. Okay, this is. Well, a good chunk of you guys had said yes to changing my channel name to Billy Bob for a week, and that is starting now, so let's try the intro again. Hello, everyone, this is Billy Bob, and welcome to What If Deku, What if Deku had chakra. I messed up. Well, I'm not redoing that, okay. But first, I just want to say thank you guys again, for getting my channel, Billy Bob, to over 200 subscribers now. And honestly, I just try to fit Billy Bob as much as I'm gonna try and fit Billy Bob into as much of his video as possible. Well, not during the What If, but yeah. So, let's go ahead and get into it. So they are going to the they're loaded up on the bus, and they're going to the forest of the forest training art thing, summer camp thing. So, pretty much the beginning goes generally the same, except whenever, everyone's about to fall, Deku, he just immediately moves backwards as fast as he can. The moment he realizes the ground under him is falling, he quickly moves backwards as fast as possible. So he did not fall. Then Aizawa just said, "You can just go ahead and teleport." And he said, "Okay." So, everyone there was like, "So he has a teleportation quirk?" And Aizawa said, "No, that's not the only thing." So they were kinda curious. Keep on hearing noises. So, my dog keeps on occasionally looking up at me while eating dirt. Hold on. At the end of this video, I will show you the hole he's dug from eating the dirt. No, he's actually dug like 2 holes. One of them is much larger than the other. And this is just from him eating dirt since we've gotten him. And we haven't even had him for a year yet. And trust me, he's a small dog. Well, not that small, but he's currently working on trying to eat his way into making another hole. I just realized he kind of chipped off a bit of concrete, too. Jeez. Okay. So, my dog is insane. Moral of the story. Get smart dogs. Yeah. And went back into it. So, Tucker just gets to the end, and he just starts. And he's just waiting there for a while. I hear noises. What is that? Can you see it? Both my dogs just ran to one. They're just insane. So, I've wasted a lot of time during this video. But, Deku, he is I don't know what I should do. Okay, Deku, he is going... I know I've just been repeating that the entire time. So everyone else finally arrives. And, like, everything generally goes the same during that day. Till the training. And, like, I don't remember any of the names, characters. Just like that guy that Deku was training with before. Yeah, you know, like in the actual thing, you want to see how tough Deku really was. So because Aizawa said he was really strong, and he tried to punch Deku, and Deku got hit, but he tried to catch it, but he got hit. And the hero said, he's kind of strong, but not that much. And Aizawa just kind of backed away. Everyone else kind of backed away too. Because Deku's been still for a while. And Deku got up and his eyes are orange. He's now channeling all of his chakra towards his arms, so he can increase his strength even more. And also, I'm sorry for background noise. Well, and then he just thinks that's enough, and he just punches the one hero, and he just sends him flying incredibly far away. And he's like, okay, you know what? He just goes, you can train by yourself. I have no idea how to train. And he just kind of whispers to himself, I have no idea. Like they have a monster like this. So... So... Deku kind of trains on his own, but he spends every day trying to just... He sees everyone else pushing themselves to the limit, so he decides to do the exact same. So pretty much he has all of his shadow clones. Like, he makes as many shadow clones as he can. And he pretty much... He's even, like, starting... he even exhausts Kurama. And pretty much he's going like that every day. Until... And he's even using his Susanoo a lot. Until he finally, gets, around the stage right before the full Susanoo. He's almost completely mastered it. Except, he hasn't gotten to that last final stage. He's just at the one right before it. Whenever the Susanoo is still, small, generally. But it's a complete Susanoo, other than the fact that it's not completely up to the size as Kakashi's and Madara's. I think Sasuke too. Anyway. So, he's pretty much exhausted of chakra. Whatever. He trained far away from the camp, so he kind of moved forward. And every day they see him just completely beaten up, and they're like, how'd you manage to do that? And Deku said whenever he was whenever he was almost completely exhausted, he'd have a free-for-all with all of his clones, so he could keep up, so he could at least, he was so exhausted that he could barely keep up his 3-tail move Sharingan for that long. After every day. And they're like, how many can you make? Like, how many versions of yourself can you make? And Deku said, about 200. And they're like, what? And they're just in complete shock. So, Deku, he's learned. He pretty much has all of Kakashi's lightning techniques down. The wind techniques I previously mentioned. A good amount of fire style jutsus. He knows medical jutsu now too. So whenever people get hurt, he heals them. He left 3 shadow clones. I'm gonna say 10 shadow clones every day to heal everyone else. So Deku himself is extremely exhausted after every day, but he's still he's more exhausted than everyone else because he has a combined exhaustion of all the shadow clones. Because that's one of the downsides to doing it. So the moment he's done eating, like the very second he takes his last bite, he passes out. But they decided to just leave him alone. Okay, every day. Anyway, into the best part. So after training, they decided to leave Deku where he was because of they're about to do the thing, and they had an odd number of people, so they decided if they just left him there, everything would be fine. This is when the League of Villains shows up. But this time, they are not only accompanied by Toga. They're not just accompanied by Toga, Dobby, Twice, and the other guy, and I don't remember what his name was, and like the guy that captured Bakugo, and then the Tooth guy, and okay, sorry, I had to, well, I don't like recording people out. Someone's only come out whenever I'm recording, and I don't really feel like stopping, because I know they're going to be out for a while. Whenever someone's going to be out for a few seconds, I don't like recording. So, what should I... So Deku was kind of passed out, and then he kind of he hears a little bit of screaming. Oh yeah, Deku did follow Koda still, so he knows where Koda's hiding. So, Deku, he is incredibly worn out. Kuruma's also worn out, but they feel some heat and they hear some yelling. So this is when he sees that the whole entire forest is on fire, and there's a battle going on not too far away. And he also notices there's a battle not going on not too far away. So he quickly goes into he quickly just stops moving for a second so he can go into Sage mode, and just starts using his using the sensory boost that it gives him to see where everyone is at who would need the most help. And he runs, seeing that someone's about to get hit by a sword. I don't remember what any of the pussycats' names are. Wow. Okay. I don't know what any of their names are. I think one of their names was Mandalay. Anyway, they're fighting that one guy with, like, the lizard guy that looks like that has this Stain's clothes. Well, with all the swords. Like, she's about to get sliced by that. So Deku, he quickly uses Kamui and teleports right in front of her, getting slashed right over his right eye. Not cutting, like cutting right over his eye. Like kind of cutting his eyelid a little bit. He closed them. Shoot, I just realized I never did the stain arc. Stain was obliterated. There you go. So Deku, he is. So Deku, he is going to. I got it. So Deku, he is. He's in a lot of pain, but he decides he's going to. He just keeps on fighting, and he realized that Koda's. Well, someone found Koda. So he says he needs to go help out Koda. So he kind of asked if they have everything settled over here. And they said, yeah, just go. And Deku just quickly uses Kamui and gets it right. Gets it right towards, gets right towards, gets right towards muscular, and he has Kurama power him up to, the KCM cloak. Not the KCM 2, but the KCM 1, because he's lacking in chakra right now. He doesn't have as much. So he's only in the version 1 with the Sage mode on. So the fight goes better at the beginning. But the same situation kind of happens because Kurama has it kind of powers down because he ran out of chakra. And Sage mode doesn't last forever. So Deku is pretty much almost entirely out of chakra. But while Muscular was kind of pinning him down, he activated Sage mode one more time, and he had Kurama give him the remaining chakra to his fist, and he used all of his remaining chakra just to his fist and hit. Oh, and he hit Muscular as hard as he could, pretty much doing the same thing they did with the 1,000,000% smash. But it didn't break Deku's arm. Deku kind of gets Koda, picks him up, and starts running as fast as possible. But he feels like he's about to collapse since he's used all of his chakra. Well, that's when he realizes he can open his other eye again. Well, he starts healing his other eye, and he realizes he can. He kind of heals it while he's walking because he doesn't want to be at any disadvantage right now. So this is when he realizes when he opens it, I guess draining more chakra than the other eye. And he kind of goes in his mindscape and asks Kurama, why is it draining more chakra? This is when Kurama said, you have a special dojutsu. I've only seen one other person have it. And he said, really? Who? Well, what is it? This is when Kurama said, you have the Rene Sharingan. Pretty much he explains some of the abilities it has. And Deku thinks, oh, okay. That's neat. And this is when he starts getting in more battles. But he hardly has any chakra left. He's pretty much solely relying on Kurama constantly giving him Sage chakra. Because Kurama knows how to get Sage chakra too. So Deku's purely having to rely on that. And whenever he saved someone, they'd ask, "What are you doing? Why aren't you fully powered up?" And Deku said that he can't right now. He's overexhausted all of his ability. This is literally the only thing he can do. And all he can do is power up his strength. If he tries to actually use any chakra, then he automatically goes out of stage mode. He can use it to power up his strengths, but that's it. Also, he has his right eye closed at all times, since it drains chakra. So this is when he sees Hisashi and Tsukiji in villain gear. I think I said they joined too earlier, but if I didn't, they joined to help Dabi light fire. And Deku hadn't heard the news they were expelled, but had no idea why. And he knew they had jobs, but he didn't know why, because Inko never told him. So he's kind of piecing it all together now. And he just speeds up right by them. He just like hits him in the head like, "What are you doing? Are you two idiots?" And like they immediately started attacking him, saying, "You were a loser, you were nothing compared to us." And then suddenly you started getting everything. And whenever we were promised ultimate power, we weren't promised power like yours, decided to take it. And like I said, what do you mean a power like mine? This is when they said, "We know that you have something called a tailed beast sealed inside of you that makes you so strong." And this is when Hisashi just says, "All I had to do was give up that one for all thing." And he said he knew a guy that could pretty much, well, he knew where a tailed beast was, and he knows how to get it away from someone. So whenever I hand him one for all, and whenever he gives me the tailed beast, and I give him one for all, everything will be nice and peachy. Deku immediately just opened his right eye and used the almighty pool, because Kurama did explain what the abilities are. So he just kind of slams him into the ground, instant KOing Hisashi, and he does the same to Tsukiji. And that kind of concludes the whole entire event. Bakugo never got captured since Deku was always there, like helping whoever was in need, and that's pretty much what happened. But they captured more villains in this one, including Hisashi and Tsukiji. But Shigaraki got away, and pretty much the same people got away, except for the lizard guy. The lizard guy did not get away. So, yeah, that really concludes the end. Momo still did put a tracker on Shigaraki. So, yay. Anyway, until next time, goodbye. This is Billy Bob signing out, or I told you I'd say that one more time. Goodbye.